Welcome back to the IPF World Classic and Equipped Bench Press Championships live in Warsaw, Poland, and brought to you by none other than Aleco and SPD. We are just getting ready for the afternoon session with the women's juniors, 43 kilo to 84 plus, and I'm joined by none other than James Brinkett Smith. Welcome aboard. Should be an exciting afternoon of juniors, and your daughter is lifting now. She is a world champion, right?
Good afternoon, sir. She surely is, as is my wife.
And but you're not.
Correct. So
Just thought we'd clarify that.
No, I am hands down the worst powerlifter in the whole family.
It is great to have you on board, bringing lots of experience and lots of knowledge to the commentary booth this afternoon as well.
And we're off.
Our first lifter, Alina Ruzhinska, Ukraine, 37.5. Of course, we are in the equipped end of the competition now, where all the excitement and action begins. Anything can happen, and it usually does. And of course, in the rule book, you don't have to wear equipment.
No, it's great. These young girls opening raw to make sure they get one on the board. And that's the important thing. When you're only one in your group, you don't want to end up not getting the lift in. So that's a wise decision.
Yeah, you make a good point there. I mean, we often talk about, our objections to opening raw, but you make a good point. If you're the only one in your group, you're taking a big risk by missing all three lifts. And it is one of the biggest challenges in equipped lifting is getting a lift on the board. And Michaela Kano from the US now with 40 kilos. There have been some busy coaches this week. Smokes that one. He is super determined.
Great. Yeah, there's some coaches out there. It's been nearly 2 weeks. It's been ages now, hasn't it?
Yeah.
People are looking fried and how
they've been here every day on the platform, competing, some of them as well. Oksana Hedesmenko, Ukraine, 52.5. And Oksana is wearing a shirt. Nice light touch, got it nicely set there for the opener. Natalia Vasilevska from Poland.
Some good support in the crowd again. It's nice to see for these junior girls.
Yeah, it's been a good week this week. Lots of people showing up to support athletes. Lots of teams making sure they're still here after they've lifted as well.
It's really hard for some athletes. You come in here, you're not lifting towards the end of the week. You want to come and support your teammates, but you know that adds to the pressure and the anxiety for some lifters, and some of them are managing to find the balance. It's really good to see.
So, Natalia opening raw.
70. Sofia Poland, Ukraine. Arizona.
And of course, the juniors and sub-juniors are always exciting sessions. I mean, you often never know what to expect. The progress they make in short periods of time is incredible. So, Violet Clark Waller from Great Britain, 75. GB with a big team this year as well.
They're growing year on year, and it's really good to see. Violet traditionally started off as a classic lifter, and it's great. You know, her and her mum are now in what I like to refer to as the real lifting.
Well, we try not to say that too often, but we do say it.
Powerlifting.
And equipped lifting constantly growing in the UK?
It's growing really well, actually. Yeah, in the past 3 or 4 years, the equipped championships used to be a very quick job on one day, but it's now into 2 days, and it's really good to see. And there's some people making some great moves.
It's good to see the sport of equipped lifting really making a comeback. Ayuka Suzuki from Japan, 85 kilos. it is a sport that it's expensive. Equipment's not cheap, and it's not something you can do alone.
I think that's the beauty of it, though. With it being a team sport, you get that team camaraderie more in other ways than you'd expect, really.
Well, that didn't quite go to plan, which is not unusual for an opening equip bench.
It'll work next time. Japanese again bringing a huge team. It's so good to see.
Well, she got a nice touch, just hesitated a little bit off the press. Sofia Zadur from Ukraine, 85 kilos. Ukraine always very strong in equip lifting, particularly in equip bench. We saw the battle between Chapenko and Daiki Kitama earlier this week in the Classic.
Just one.
And she got a yellow light from the a yellow card for the centre referee. Obviously, yellow card is could be a few different infractions.
Couldn't really indicate what that was for, but the jury don't seem that interested in doing anything other than leaving it.
Naranzaya Normdash from Mongolia, 90 kilos. Nice control of the descent. Finds the touch pretty easily. The red card from the centre referee is usually elbows, I believe.
I'd wager that was what she's got that for.
I think it's okay. It's always a difficult angle to look when they're well tucked in like that. It can be quite deceptive. Elsa Byrne from Sweden, 95 kilos.
85. Sofia Zadur from Ukraine. Is loaded.
A slight error there on the rack height, so they'll reset the rack and then reset the clock, make sure they get their minute. Very quick and confident there.
Yeah, look, and she really handled the whole change of rack heights and the having to be held back a little bit, handled that well. I think as an athlete, you've got to be adaptive. So Miroslava Koshalik, Ukraine, 97.5.
It's interesting to see some of these juniors now. They've been there, coming through the ranks over the years. This is this young lady's last year as a junior before she moves up into the Open, so she's looking to have a good competition there.
Yeah, it's a tough transition moving to the Opens as well. There's a little scrappy, but gets it up there. The red card from the centre referee. Yeah, it's a difficult transition moving for juniors to Opens. I mean, you see lots of people, they're at the top of their game in the juniors for a good couple of years and winning championships left, right and centre. They move into the Opens and suddenly it's basically start all over again.
Yeah, it's phenomenal, and it's heartbreaking to see how some juniors really struggle with that. You can go from being a world record holder at the top of the tree to then not being really in the mix, or even potentially not even being selected for your national team as soon as you move up to the Open. And that's really hard for them then.
Yeah, it is a tough thing to take on, and it's tough to get around. Yurina Yonoki from Japan, 97.5.
I think that's when your nations need to get hold of them and help them and nurture them through that small transition period so we can keep hold of these lifters.
Yeah, well, there's the big, there's the whole mental health aspect of it, the whole emotional side of it. Makes it look easy. The red card again on elbow depth. And the jury's going to have a good look at it. Martina Januszczak from Poland, 100 kilos. Still got a couple of years left in the juniors.
I think this whole elbow depth rule was quite contentious when it first came in. I think as we've progressed through it and people have got used to it, the interpretation of the rule has got better. Certainly over in the UK, they were very, very hot on it, and as the Brits like to do it literally to the letter. But I think the interpretation of us having a good range of movement is, as far as I see as a referee, what it was about really.
Yeah, and I think that sort of continues to improve over the years as well, and the rule will adapt and things will change. Three white lights.
That was a lovely press. As you transition through that sticking point, get that bounce off the chest, you transition through that sticking point. She did really well to keep that line.
Daria Krakowiak from Poland. Patience and gets the touch just there. He was very, very patient with that lift. The centre referee is given a yellow card. I would imagine that's something to do with commands, maybe.
Ukraine, 102.5.
Oh, she gets the lift.
Yeah. Yevgenia Yevko, Ukraine.
Here we go, opening an almost, a double body weight press for their opener.
It's an enormous amount to handle.
Weighed in at 51 kilos.
102.5 on the bar.
Gets she up there. Nice and consistent, 3 white lights. You have Poland now with 107.5 kilos. Just another 3 left for the end of the round.
They're moving through them quite quickly. It's a good size round for this though. I mean, we've got 18 lifters. There's enough time to get, a bit of rest in before your next lift.
Gives you options as a lifter as well. Lots of options.
Yeah, when you're in a short flight, one, it's quite dramatic. It's a lot on the body. And yeah, as you said, you've got options with this size flight. With a short flight, there's no options.
No.
Sorry, no lift. 124. Still can breathe at the start. Bar is loaded.
What's the press? 3 white lights. Yeah, so by options, Gary. I mean, so with 18 in your flight, you're not going to see it so much at the junior level, especially with these young girls. But when you're looking at the seniors, and particularly the men, you'll see a lot of guys that halfway through, they'll do an opener in a shirt that they like, and then it gives you that chance to maybe put a different shirt on for moving forwards, and having that option to be able to change, and even do a quick press in the warm-up room. Having that extra time can make and break someone's competition.
Yeah, and it's something you've got to consider when you're talking about a quick bench press, particularly bench press as well. I mean, if you're planning a world record, for example, on your third lift, and you want to start somewhere 50, 60 kilos below that and take some big jumps, that 300 kilo shirt is probably not going to be suitable for 360 kilos down in the third lift. So you're going to have to be able to change
3
shirts.
white lights there.
So a short flight can really limit that.
Yeah, like we said earlier, with the young lady opening raw, it gives you that option to be able to put a shirt on that you can easily get a touch on, easy get a press, and it's it's like a security blanket shirt, maybe one that you'd use in training, to know that you're on the board. Because such fine margins, and when these heavy hitters are lifting, it is literally on a knife edge. The equipment will either work or it won't for them.
There's no in-betweens.
No, it's on or off.
So Victoria, Ukraine, from the Ukraine now, 110. Yeah, they're not very forgiving bench shirts. There's not a lot of in between.
Good one, Good, sorry. Drop through. 57. Julie over.
2-1, yellow light on the left-hand referee. That could be many things. You could be lifting your foot, maybe a bit of butt lift.
Yeah, there's quite a few infractions that it can be. Look, I think for the side referee, it could be seen as butt lift. Remember, they're only looking from one side, and there are so many things for referees to look at in bench press. Erika Palasari from Finland, 130.
It's a hard job sat there. It's a split-second decision. To anybody out there who loves lambasting a referee's poor decision, go and give it a go.
No, that's right. It's you do. You have a split second, and particularly in bench, you've got so many things you need to be looking at. You need to be head.
You could put 5 or 6 things that sat down that side.
And that's the beauty. We have juries for that reason. Well, easy lift. Let's see what the referees say. 3 whites.
3 white lights. Yeah, because as one of the platform referee, you haven't got the luxury of a replay. It's all in your head, and
Yep, that's right. You've got to see it on the spot. You press that button on what you feel or think you saw.
you see a foot twitch, you're thinking, oh, I've got to look for that heel lifting, and in doing so, you may miss something else in the meantime, and it is a split-second decision.
Alina.
Into the second round.
Yeah,
so as we said, she's put a shirt on for this second lift, so doing the wise thing. So good coaching there.
Yeah, no, I think you're right on that one. She's the only person in her weight category for juniors today. We're absolutely crazy to risk missing that championship medal because you didn't get a lift in a shirt. And if you've not lifted a quick bench before, it is a low probability sport.
And you know what? She can have fun now as well.
Yeah.
She's world champion already.
Yep.
And let's just play and have fun, see where we can go.
Just needs to Needs to pull that collar down just a little bit on that one. She didn't really get any real resistance out of that shirt there.
And she's not had the luxury of
Yep.
warming up in that shirt either, so it might not be quite in the way it needs to be.
Yep.
So that would have adjusted itself during that lift, and it was a 5 kilo PB attempt.
Yep. Michaela Cano from the US, 45.
Listen to Steve.
Julia, right now. 65 for Amelia Stelman. You're great.
Three white lights.
Three white lights.
Very speedy. Well done.
Next. 5 kilo jump. She's lifting at 47 kilo class. Power slowly. Oksana Gerasimenko.
And Crane again this time. We've got a shirt on now for this second lift. Same with the last lifter.
Personal best in 2.5.
Going for a 2.5 kilo personal best.
I'm terrible with names, and I've completely forgotten her coach's name.
There you go. Oh, that was beautiful.
Oh,
Yellow from the left.
Yellow card to the side referee. As you said, there is a number of infractions that
Aussie left.
are covered under a yellow card.
17.5 kilo jump to the opener. Personal best at 2.5 for Natalia. Germany. Great leader, get ready. Vice loaded.
And the jury has actually overruled the last lift. And I imagine that is the gluteus maximus losing contact with the
A
bench.
little bit of rising going on there.
Previous attempt of Ukraine.
Natalia Wasilewska from Poland, 77.5.
Bye, Natalia.
Two white lights, Julia. 75 for Sofia Kocha. You're great. Body slowly.
Up.
2-1, it's a good lift. We've got a yellow card from the other side referee this time. We'll have a look at the replay before Violet Clark-Waller comes out.
Violet.
Probably won't see much from that angle though.
Violet. Personal best at 2.5.
Sorry, no lead.
Violet with 82.5.
75 for Katie House from the USA. Body's ready, let's go.
Oh, that's great.
That was a really nice looking lift.
A 2.5 kilo personal best there for Violet, and as we were saying earlier, when you see these young lifters coming through, their ability to progress, even on the international stage, is always mind-blowing.
Yeah, they make incredible progress in short periods of time. I think one of the challenges there though is as they grow, as they get older, those amazingly fast gains and progress slow down. And suddenly they're looking down the barrel of maybe adding 5 kilos to their total in a whole year. That can really hurt them emotionally.
Yeah, that's why your coach is there to ground them a little bit, really, to make you realise that we're still progressing. And
Ayuka Suzuki, Japan, 85. Yeah, contrary to popular belief, powerlifting is not always linear. You're not always going to have improvements on your total at each competition. You're going to go up and down. You're going to lift for the day. And it's great when you do add to your totals, and you're not always going to. She's got a nice touch and good pop off the chest there. I think her angle's just a bit too far back there. And she's trying to rescue the bar as it gets away from her.
from here, it looks like we should be a bit high on her chest as she's bringing it down. So she doesn't seem to be getting that pop and power that you can get. Sometimes you just need to follow it through. And which can be dangerous because it can surprise you. Oh, that went a bit quick, and then
We've all been surprised by a bench shirt.
yeah, well that worked.
Sofia there from Ukraine. 90 kilos. Yeah, I think we've all had that moment in a bench shirt going, that worked really well. How do I do that again? Gets that one to the top and gets the 3 white lights.
How do I do that again? And how do I replicate those conditions? I mean, the previous British head coach, he used to have a thermometer around with him. He'd check the humidity around you. Because even the humidity in different nations makes such a difference.
Especially in a bench shirt.
Yeah, I remember lifting in Tokyo in 2019, where I didn't do too badly, but I didn't do too well either.
I do recall, actually, I was there.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad shout, that one. But there, the humidity there, that made such a difference. I mean, my shirt worked like a dream that day, and it never worked so good from that point onwards.
Yeah, and it really does. I mean, and travel makes a huge difference. Even a slight change in body weight or the amount of water you're carrying, it makes a huge difference to how that shirt fits and works. So right now, Naranzaya from Mongolia, 100 kilos.
31 good league. You were the 85. Sofia from Ukraine. It's loaded.
A lovely, slow, controlled descent there.
Taking a time to build up that potential energy. Got a yellow card from the side referee. And if we get a side view of this, we might see what they were picking up.
What was the best bit of advice you ever got given as a lifter, as a bencher?
Be patient.
Be brave was one.
Well, be brave is
yeah,
always a good
just
one.
be
I've
brave.
always said that a quick bench in particular is a mixture, a little bit of guesswork, a little bit of
Jury
science, and a
overruled that
whole
last
lot
one.
of courage. Yeah, they have butt lift, I would say. But yeah, I think some of the best advice I got for a quick bench was to be patient, waiting for that touch. Don't try and rush it. Let the weight do the work. Let the shirt do the work. Great work.
Few highlights, a great lift. Yeah, that feeling, trying to instill that into the younger lifters as well, you know. They've come from a classic background, perhaps, and all of a sudden, some of them, they're holding double their normal press in their hands above the face.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage to do that. I mean, I remember, some of my earlier lifts when I, first moved into the double body weight and more than double body weight. It's a rather frightening experience to hold that sort of weight above your
It can be
head.
terrifying, but also exhilarating.
Elsa Byrne from Sweden, 102.5.
And a good lead. The white lights. Inside 1.5. Julia from Ukraine.
Come here.
It's loaded.
Good setup, gets the start command.
Let's go, Julia. Now he's loaded.
See what the referees have to say to that. A bit of up and down movement, sadly.
Yeah, 3 red lights.
That right hand side didn't quite fire for her like she'd like to, I think, so.
Coming next.
Yunoki from Japan with 105. 7.5 kilo personal best attempt.
Personal best is 7.5.
I think they're coping really well with the double platform thing here as well this week.
Yeah, it's certainly not an easy thing to do. And it's not easy for the athletes either. I mean, I do know in some past competitions a long time ago running dual platforms, there was confusion with athletes. They would hear the start command from the other platform and start. But at the moment, it seems to be working really, really well.
Very controlled, very nice. Oh, a red from the centre, that'll be elbow down.
The only bench shirts, have you tried one of those?
I did once, and it wasn't for me.
Yeah, I did once. It wasn't for me either. They are very, very different. I mean, obviously they work. I mean, every shirt is different and everyone has their own sort of preference. The jury has overruled the last lift on elbow depth.
I think every lifter you talk to, they've got their preferred type of shirt. And
Yeah, I always advise
work for people or they don't.
Yeah, when I'm advising people when they're first starting out in equip lifting, I say, try different shirts. Find what works for you. Find what fits for you. We're all built differently.
I think it also depends on your coach. So your coach will train you in a way to lift a certain way for what they know works, and they can see what works for you.
Yevgenia Yevko, Ukraine, 107.5. That is stalled out. That is not going anywhere.
She may have just skipped the press command slightly. I'm not quite sure, but as it happens.
Yeah, when you get that pop off the chest, one of the coaching techniques I use with some of the younger guys is you've got to chase the bar up. Get that pop off the chest. You've got to be going with it.
Throw it back.
Martina Janaszek, Poland, 107.5.
Bodies loaded.
So her personal best 105.5, so clearly a national record holder.
Well, it was a bit of a step ladder on the way up. I don't think there was any full bar downward movement. We did get from the side referee. We'll let the jury handle this one.
It's really difficult, isn't it, to see did it just stall and stop? Because sometimes then you change the angle at which you're pressing. It can appear as a little bit of
absolutely. And from a side referee, if it comes up a little bit crooked, the end of the bar appears to dip. And from a side referee, that's a bar dip. Amelia Deutsch from Poland, 110.
Of course, the up and down, it's got to be the whole bar. One side can dip a little touch, but as long as the whole bar, as long as there's still upward movement, it should still be okay.
Three white lights.
Great, some good use of leg drive as well on the way up.
Daria Raskowiak, Poland, 110 as well. And this group approaching double body weight as well. Get a couple in there lifting well above double body weight actually. And that has happened to every single one of us as an equipped bencher. Sometimes it's scarier than other times.
There's a few bloodied noses gone on.
Spotters were super fast on that one. They do such a great job. Look at the safety rails there as well, but spotters just make it a little bit faster.
They have been phenomenal. I've really been impressed with these spotting crews.
And it really improves your lifting as well. When you walk out of that platform, be it a squat or a bench press, and you've got absolute faith in the spotting crew, you lift differently.
And especially where you're in equipped lifting, I think more than classic, your central nervous system's getting such a battering that fine lines, and you don't need any doubt in your mind. Nice and smooth ascent there. 3 white lights.
And I will recommend, if you are new to equipped bench, please train in a gym that has safety rails on your bench. Victoria Erika Polska from Ukraine.
Good one, everybody.
115.
Keep that free.
And try and train with other people, unless you're an absolute psychopath like the great Tony Cliff of Great Britain, who trains in his garage on his own
I
equip.
still don't know how he gets his own shirt on.
It's just
I have these horrible ideas of how he might do it. I think, you know,
the man of mystery, Tony Cliff.
a bottle of olive oil and jumps into his shirt. Takes a running leap.
He's a northerner, it's too tight to waste money on olive oil.
Was a good fight. The breeze say 50 to 1.
Blue from the middle. Now that could be either lockout or downward movement.
140 kilos. 10 kilo jump for the opener. Bars loaded. For Palosaari of Finland. No niin, Erkki, sit mennään.
So the last lift of the second round before we go into a thirds.
Yeah, Erika Palosaari from Finland.
I wouldn't want to be a Polish coach today, looking at the first and second place in the junior 57 kilo class. 2.5 kilos between them, and we're sure they've shook hands. And there'll be a bit of jiggery pokery with some numbers shortly.
Good play, 2 to 1. Erkki.
It's always that heartfelt sinking moment when you get one red light and you know the jury's going to look at it.
You walk off, you sort of side-eye the jury.
I will never forget the first time I got that one and the jury got my jury overturned. It nearly killed me. Broke my heart. So we are in round 3 already. Alina Brzezinska from Ukraine, 45 kilos. Now she missed this on her second. She did open raw, put a shirt on, and you know it can take a lift to really sort of dial that in. And
I've got every confidence we've got this one.
yeah,
Like
you
we
can
said,
already
that's bedded in.
you can already see there's actually a difference in the way her sleeves are set. Yeah, I think they've dialed this one in a bit. You get a little bit more tension here. Just didn't quite get the pop she needed, did she?
You know what though, she's had a good go. She's world champion.
Yeah, look, she did a really smart thing opening raw. She's guaranteed herself that gold medal. Took no risk with it and then had a good time, and she'll learn so much from this competition and walk away with so much more. And she's got plenty of years ahead of her. She's 19 years of age.
2005 she's born, so she's turning 21 this year. She's got 2 years left in juniors.
Oksana Heresimenko, Ukraine.
Now I think she struggled to get a touch last time, so they've just improved it by 2.5 kilos, which should help that. Help her get a touch.
Yeah, if you've not done equipped lifting before, that sounds a really weird thing to do, to add more weight, because I couldn't get the last one. And that's the difference it makes.
And it certainly worked. Oh,
Got 2 yellow cards, side referees.
a bit of lift. Last time there was only one referee at the side, wasn't he? With a bit of glute lift.
Natalia Vasilevska, 82.5.
Interesting, I can't see a lot of hip movement, so it must have been ever so slight and it got picked up, but it did get picked up by both side referees, so that's a real shame. Natalia Vasilevska, Poland, 82.5.
Nice load.
Давай, Natalia, personal best with 5. Let's go.
And just couldn't quite keep the momentum up there. I think that was a case of the shirt got a nice pop off, but it just sort of got away a little bit. You've got to be really explosive with the pop off, so that when that speed runs out, you've still got the momentum going.
She's following it backwards, and then all of a sudden, unknowingly you try to press upwards.
Yep.
And the minute you start pressing upwards, you're done. You're gone.
It's like hitting a wall. It is an extremely technical lift. It is not, equipped bench is not just about how strong you are.
How many times have you heard a coach shouting back from the handling area?
And everything about equipped lifting will go against everything you've learned about physics. Michaela Kano, US. Just couldn't quite get moving. Yeah, that third lift is always a tough one to get the shirt right. I mean, look, most of us, you know, you hear us joke all the time about equipped bench and, you know, we get one lift in out of 3. And we do joke about it, but the truth is, I mean, quite often it takes everything else to get the shirt just right to get that one lift.
There you got going full power. Oh, I went 3 for 9. Brilliant. But sadly, I didn't get one in each lift.
It's Tony Cliff back in 2018 or something, 2020 maybe?
In Dubai, when he
Dubai.
washed all his kit before he came out.
He was a very good sport about that. I got him on commentary the following day after that. He was a good sport about it.
Oh, nice press there by Violet. 3
Three
white
white lights, that always feels good.
There you go, 3 for 3. Well done, Violet.
I keep protesting, and I'm going to start a petition to the IPF that we should have an extra medal if you get 3 for 3 in bench press, equipped bench. That should be a championship medal on its own. Sophia from the Ukraine, 92.5.
Drums and kazoos from the Ukraine in the audience. Yesterday we had Mexico with wigs on and all sorts. What a pleasure.
Mexico brings so much energy to this competition. Sakura Perez, Jessica Reyes, just absolute rockets of energy when they're here competing.
Sat there yesterday watching.
They are fantastic. And it just becomes infectious through the whole crowd.
Oh, unlucky there.
Yeah, everyone just sort of pushing the envelope a little bit now.
Right, so here we go then. Suzuki from Japan. Not quite sat right, this shirt, for the first 2, so we've put 10 kilos on.
Yeah, look, I don't disagree with this move. I mean, particularly Japan. I mean, they've got a great history here and great coaches. I wouldn't disagree with this. 10 kilo may be a stretch. But, you know, if you've got that shirt, you can see they've pulled that collar down quite a bit. I think this is a bit of a Hail Mary, all or nothing to get on the podium.
It's also a tactical thing. Potentially, it could be a shirt issue, but 95, that could actually rocket her into potential bronze medal place. So it's worth a shout.
You know, that's the thing about equipped bench too. It's not always, you know, about how strong you are. You can lift things you've never thought you could lift. It's about the confidence, the bravery, and just the absolute belief. Touch was nice.
Oh,
Top off was really good. She just doesn't have quite the right angle on it. Just not quite the right angle.
that's unfortunate.
But you know, I think that was tactically. I think that was a great move. Had the potential to put her on the podium. The outcome wasn't not really any different than the 85. So the extra 10 kilos was not too much.
It looked better.
Yeah, it's just got to get it right.
Yeah, it certainly looked better on the way down, so unlucky.
Yeah, and yeah, travelling. I mean, imagine it's a long travel from Japan. Big change in temperature, big change in food. Lananzaya, Mongolia, 100 kilos.
Ridwan Duli, 85, Sofia Shevchuk, Ukraine.
Oh, she got that back under control. That was impressive. I mean, unfortunately she got 2 red lights, but if you watch her bring that down for the touch, it just starts to get away. She managed to get it back under control. almost falls forward, somehow gets under it to press it.
I mean, that was great, a great recovery. Shame with a bit of downward movement there.
Elsa Byrne, Sweden. She has half of Sweden in the crowd cheering for her, I think. And I'd say it's a pretty good crowd here today for juniors and sub-juniors. Great to see so much support.
It was packed earlier.
I mean, this is the future of World Bench and the future of powerlifting right here. This is where we need to be investing in time and coaching and nurturing these athletes for the future of the sport. And the old helicopter, when the shirt decides I don't want to go this way, I'm going this way. I think one of the best ways I've heard it described when you're trying to pull the bar to the touch is it's like pulling two big magnets with same poles together, and they're just pushing each other apart. So we've had an attempt change go in. So our next lifter is now Miroslav Koshalik, Ukraine, 105.
Nice 105. He had to get a good tactical move. Fellow teammate missed 107. So with this 105, this puts her into provisional gold. Forcing the teammate then to lift, and that's always a good one. Just get a lift in, get that 3 lifts in, those little bit increments to force your opponent to lift, and you'll be amazed at how many times they'll topple over. You don't have to be the strongest, you just have to force them to keep lifting.
It's an incredibly tactical sport, this one. Oh, that pop was so good. I have no idea how she recovered from that.
Blues all over, sadly.
Yeah, it was a bit disappointing, but how she recovered. I mean, it came off the chest so well and then got away from her. That's what we talk about when it gets away like that. And you can see she wasn't quite ready for it to stop. So Yevgenia Yevko from Ukraine now, 107.5.
And that's exactly what we were talking about earlier. When when it does surprise you, wow, it's gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't quite keep hold of it.
And then suddenly all that weight is in your hands. Well, not for lack of trying, but that left arm just didn't want to play the game. And she might be disappointed with herself now, but later she'll look back and see she's done everything. There was no recovery from that. When you fully extend one side, all that weight suddenly shifts to the unextended side. So Yurina Yanoki from Japan will take a crack at moving up to the gold medal position. She's currently bronze. So get her up there on body weight. Weighed in at 50 kilos on the dot, I think.
Yeah.
So this is
surprising.
over
Surprised
double
these numbers, I'll be honest. But we'll see. Beautiful press.
Yeah, very
We've had
easy
issues with
managed.
elbows recently with this lifter, so let's see. A blue.
Blue is usually lockout or double movement.
See. Jury seem okay about it.
So Martina
they're okay.
Janaszek from Poland, 110, to move from silver to gold temporarily, with a lifter to follow her.
And just like that, it was nearly over. So that's round 1 nearly finished, which is great. So quick.
Yeah, it moved pretty fast. For 18 lifters, that was a fast moving flight.
I remember going from full power to bench only. It was like a day off.
Yeah, well, some of the full power events are very, very long at times. You get through 3 squat, 3 bench, 3 deadlift.
Going away, panicking, thinking you left half your kit behind. Just work it. Did really well to recover there. 3 white lights. 2 white lights, sorry. A blue from the right hand side, which could possibly be what we were talking about earlier. The side could look like it's dipping.
Yeah, because you can see their bars come up on the angle there. The end of the bar from the side referee can look like it's dipping. Well, essentially it does, but it's not a full bar dip.
Yeah, so from that angle, you can't see the whole bar moving.
And referees can only rule on what they see. Amelia from Poland, 112.5. This will push her up into gold medal. She's got the disadvantage of being heavier there, so she had to outlift.
Silver medal secured. Put on what you need to
Yeah, it's
try
a
and
nice
get there.
position to be in when you've secured your spot. You can go after this and take a crack at it.
Fight.
Oh, she might get
A
this.
good fight there.
Oh, unfortunately, no joy.
See 2 blues, which will be downward movement in this case for sure,
Yeah.
in their opinion, but we'll see. Maybe a touch there.
Yeah, it's a tough one to call, that one. Jury's got multiple replays here, so if it, and of course, like we say, look at this, it's not a reflection on the referee. You have a split second to make a decision. That looked like downward movement. I'm pressing the button.
And the jury aren't there to tell you whether you're right or wrong.
Nope.
They're there.
It's
It
not
says
about
quite
right or wrong.
clearly about a gross infringement that maybe one of you's missed.
Daria Frakowiak, Poland, 115. Oh, that got away. You can see it just starting to get away. When you're pulling that bar down through that shirt, the shirt is trying to resist. It's trying to take the path of least resistance. You're trying to keep it on that path and fight it. And sometimes you lose, sometimes you win.
That was one of those be brave moments. Just hold on, hold on. All right, attempt changes are coming in thick and fast now.
Yeah,
from
this is
here.
where the coaches earn their money. Victoria Velkrovska from Ukraine, 117.5.
Oh, that's it. Poland's changed to gone up to
Yeah,
120.
I just saw Arcadius running back from the desk there. It's the fastest I've ever seen him move. So you got 117.5. This is a tough spot for the lifters as well. You think you're about to come out, and suddenly there's an attempt change coming in. You're not coming out. There's another one, then you are coming out. You've really got to manage your emotions here in this third lift.
I think that's where being a calm lifter can help you. Some people need that hype up and they're getting going and, well, all right, I've got you ready now, and oh, it's not yet. And then you've got to go through that whole process again. We just see some lifters, it's like a walk in the park. They walk on, I'm going to go and lift. Gets the press.
Oh, just
sadly.
can't quite get it there. And just, being a calm lifter is a good thing. There is a point of being too calm, though, and I've seen that as a coach with some lifters are far too. There's
I wish you just wake up.
8 seconds left on the clock, and they're still doing their wrist wraps up.
I know you've got a minute to set up, but please don't take it all.
Yeah, you don't have to use it all. You can come out straight away.
It's just optional.
Silver medal attempt.
Here we go then for Poland.
Let's go.
This to take her up into silver medal place.
You can do this.
Currently in third place on bodyweight only.
And just not quite there.
Sorry, no lift. Thank you, spotters. Final attempt in this first
Final
group.
lift in this
So,
flight.
second group, USA.
Erika Palasari, Finland, 150 kilos. She is by far the gold medalist in the 63 kilo class. She opened at 130 and pretty much locked it away right from there.
Oh, she's lifted really well. Really has.
And now looking at 150, which is absolutely massive. She weighed in at 62.49, so this is well over double body weight.
So, you know, and she's got 2 years left as a junior. Current world record at her body weight is 170 kilos. I can't see any reason why, as a junior, she can't take a crack at that at least.
Palasari.
They've played Finland with these. They played a really good game with her this week.
Yeah, the Finnish coaching staff out the back, they're very experienced. You see them every year at this event. They're here all day, every day. And that one there, you can see just shifted forward a little bit. It's such a fine line between getting it right and getting it wrong.
Well then, here we go.
Move straight to the next one. You're feeling a bit nervous?
I don't want to swear, but I'm okay. Plenty of people at home lifting.
So for anyone at home who's not familiar, James's daughter is lifting in this flight. And I've been a coach of my own kids. I've been a coach of athletes, and I think it's more nerve-wracking than it is as a coach or a parent than it is as an athlete.
It was awful. I hate it.
So Gabriela Krumor, USA, 77.5 to get the ball rolling.
Of course, it's always nice to sit near for you to remind me how poor I am at lifting,
Oh, I don't mind reminding you, James.
which you'll do every time, and I love that.
It's my job to keep you grounded, James.
I'm so grounded, I'm lower than Lino right now. Thank you. Speedy press there, that was amazing, well done. One on the board, surely.
You lift.
You all right there, buddy?
Now, Whitney.
Some of the British sayings catch me off guard every now and then.
That's my best dad joke of the week there.
Beth Whitney from the US, looking for 80 kilos.
Bars loaded. Not yet.
Quite there. Quick shout out to those at home while I can. My lovely wife Jenny and the Mummy Mafia are all watching.
The Mummy Mafia.
Yeah, Nanny's on there looking as well, so that's good.
Oh, Steve's been called to the jury table. He's in trouble. It's like being sent to the office, isn't it?
He's one of the strongest coaches in the world, you know. That clipboard,
Yeah.
that's got some weight to it, that clipboard, hasn't it?
I mean,
Don't know how he
it
manages.
looks like nothing. There's about 800 pages there.
A good few reams of deliberations.
He has been one of the busiest coaches this week.
Or is
I
it his
think.
colouring in? I'm not quite sure.
It's
is it a colouring book?
It's a paint by numbers. He's got a packet of felt tip pens in his back pocket.
That's great. And we're off. Gets the start command.
Oh well, that was an interesting
know what?
technique. She
I
dumps
had,
that.
I had no confidence in that, but she recovered that. Wow.
I honestly thought she'd accidentally dumped it.
Oh,
Bars loaded.
I don't know if it was planned. I think she just was able to get under it again.
gee whiz.
I'm going to have to wait to see her second lift. Justina Petrikowska now up from Poland, 82.5.
So of course, you living in eastern side of Europe, it helps you with all this.
It does. I'm much worse with
Pretty
English
white lines.
names.
Well, I did a bit of speaker yesterday, and from what I hear, the Japanese were laughing at my attempts of saying their names. So I tried.
Yeah, look, and I always say, you know, we will always do our best. I try and ask people, although asking people doesn't help me. By the time I get back to the desk, I've forgotten.
That's an age thing, Gary.
I'm trying not to convince myself of that. Alyssa Saunders, USA, 87.5. My partner's a language teacher, and she's always trying to teach me language words. And
As an Australian, you can't even manage that.
I've forgotten by the time I've taken my first sip of coffee. I do keep telling her I'm Australian. I'm the worst native speaker on the planet. Great press then from Alyssa.
Perfect.
3 whites. Well, hold on to your seats. Try and stay calm, James. Ella Brinkett Smith looking for 90 kilos.
And she comes really proud of her to get here today.
She's worked hard. She looks fit. She looks strong.
Well, she's lost 38 kilos in the last year.
That is impressive.
And as a student nurse, works really hard. So let's see where we're going.
Yeah, look,
Kate
that
Sweatman
is
looking
a
after her.
really tough balance. You know, being able to work as a student nurse, do all that, do your studies and train.
Looking good.
You know, she handled that really well. That wasn't the cleanest of touches.
3 white lights.
But boy,
Oh my gosh, she says as she looks over. Well, that has
I
got
think
to
she
be.
surprised herself there.
That's an international first attempt white light PB.
Oh, that's not a bad effort at all.
And we're off.
And I got to be honest, that
And breathe.
the touch didn't look as clean as it should have.
And breathe.
But she got back under it well.
170 next, I think.
Pasenko from Ukraine, 92.5. You got a proud dad sitting in the commentary booth here.
Proud or relieved? I'm not quite sure
It's
which
a
one at the
bit
minute.
of both. Well, he stopped shaking, so that's a good sign. We weren't sure if that was just nerves or just age related.
Not enough coffee yet. Really good there. Very well controlled. 3 white lights.
95. Sandra Jensen, Poland.
It's really hard when you see lifters transition. So Ella's come down from the 84 plus down to the 84s after dropping all that body weight. You're obviously going to lose a little bit of strength, aren't you?
Yeah,
And
that
with
is a really tough transition,
yeah,
actually.
and your levers work differently as well. So
Yeah, I mean,
things aren't quite the same, and it's a longer way.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realise that as much as powerlifting is a strength sport, it's a little bit different than the traditional idea of strength. I mean, the fact is mass moves mass. You know,
Yep.
So when you drop body weight, you know, you drop a little bit of how much you can move, how much
And
you
your
can
range of
shift.
motion
Yeah,
increases.
everything's different.
All of a sudden, it's a long way
Yep.
down.
So yeah, she's done really well to drop into a weight class and be here hitting a PB on her first lift. The Poland with 95.
Really nice there. Ooh, yellows. That's
Well, hopefully we can get a side view on the replay.
maybe a bit of glute lift there, I'd say, with 2 yellows.
Ah, there
There
it is.
you go.
I thought for a second it wasn't going to.
Small
but
mouse could have run over that bench at that point.
Yue Kozumi, Japan, 97.5.
Beautiful.
Looks good.
Ooh,
Got a
elbow depth
red
probably again in the
card
middle.
there.
It's a red light again for elbow depth, most likely.
Yeah.
Maybe the left is a little high, but
It's borderline.
people seem happy enough.
You know, I think as it goes on, like you said, the interpretation gets better. The use of the rule gets better.
Just try to stop that half an inch movement.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what it is all about. It's not so much about, you know, the elbow depth itself. It's more
Yeah.
about trying to stop this.
And I think with these very slight, particularly the Japanese lifters, their hands are so wide as well. I think it's a slight illusion that you've got to look through.
Wawrowska from Poland with 3 white lights and 105. Chova from Czechia will be next with 110.
It's loaded for you.
Czechia. Always find it interesting the change of the name of that nation, because the Czech Republic apparently was deemed a little bit miserable by the government, so they changed it to Czechia
Yeah,
for tourism reasons to make it sound a little bit more nice to go to. And you know what? It's one
I
of my
won't
favourite
say
countries.
it online. I will tell you offline what several Czechians have told me about the name Czechia.
Well,
And-
it's one
and
of
how
my
they
favourite
feel
countries
about
to go
it.
to.
It is fantastic there. I've been there a few times and absolutely love it there. I've been to Pilsen a couple of times. I'd love to go to Prague next.
Well, Ella's grandmother's from Czechia.
So plenty of visits.
Plenty of visits over there.
Good.
My first international was in Pilsen. So we're
Which
there-
year was that one?
Oh, during the war, I think.
Was it the first or the second?
I'm not quite sure. Maybe the Boer War. Katie Tatum, Great Britain. She's a great character, this lady.
Interesting that your first international was in Czechia. My first commentary gig was in Czechia
In the Park Hotel Pilsen.
in
Great,
2017.
It's great. You've got the
Yep,
the
fantastic
lifting
venue,
in the hotel.
everything all in one spot.
Deep fried ice cream around the corner.
Yep, it was spot on.
Nice there from Katie.
Yeah, she handled that really well.
Got a very quick press command. Great work.
Yeah, and that's a tough thing in equipped. If you can get the bar settled quick enough and get that quick command, it makes everything so much easier. But that is the challenge, getting that bar to settle.
Yeah, so you look early, and I think to an untrained eye, you think, oh, they're taking a long time to get that press command. But the rules state quite clearly the bar must be completely motionless before you can get a press command.
And that is a hard thing to do if you've got that shirt set right on the edge where you've got to pull it down to get enough pop. It's not going to settle straight away.
Just edging it down.
Ukraine, 122.5.
Gets the red, blue.
Oh, we got a whole rainbow there, mate. We got a bag of Skittles on that one.
Christmas tree. So
We got
blue for
blues
downward,
and reds, yeah. We got
red
red for the
for elbow.
elbows.
Maybe
White,
elbow.
white because somebody liked it. Yeah, there's a bit of everything going on in that one.
I did have a word to the left-hand referee. She said she was going to be nice today, so that's good, eh?
Anastasia Paszko, Poland, 125.
Oh,
That was interesting because the speed off the chest was phenomenal on that. Did it just get away from her?
slightly missed the line because it does. So when you bring the bar down, it sort of like goes in a diagonal motion, which doesn't seem right mentally. As Gary said before, defies the laws of physics.
Yeah, it does. It does. It plays against everything you think you know in equiplifting. We often describe getting that touch as landing a plane.
Very volatile plane, more like a little ship on the moon.
They're trying to land the space shuttle on a highway. Leonie Koller from Germany.
130 on the bar here.
Nice and easy.
Germans also with a great history of equipped powerlifting. The coach there. Great coaching.
Yeah, great work there.
Great form of coaching there. Talked her through the whole lift as it was going, giving her that confidence.
So Alice Mikamagi, Estonia.
I did beat him once though, so I'll give him that. 130 on the bar again.
Good lead.
3 white lights. Desiree Schopf, Austria.
Austria.
140 kilos going on the bar.
140 as for the attempt. Lightweight baby. Ausgets.
Lightweight baby from the MC there. Arnie's in the house.
Taking some time with the setup there. I'm an avid supporter of the fast setup. Absolutely smokes that one, but we've got 2 yellow
two
cards. It
yellows.
looked good in fast motion.
Now for the centre to give a yellow, it could be head lift or feet or butts. Or maybe she skipped the press command
It
a
could be,
little
yeah,
bit.
might be commands. Sara Rossason from Norway, 155. And we've got 2 more lifts in this round. Move into the second round.
Comienza. Good lead, 2-1.
So we go into the final lift of this round. Paula Nitz of Austria, 160 kilos, weighing in very light at 86.34,
Oh,
76.34.
right on the edge.
That was I'm worried about making weight. I'm going to have a big breakfast.
I would have had a bigger one.
Baby. Ausgets.
That's when you make the decision, do I stay in the 84s or do I drop a weight class? Or just have one less piece of toast and I'll be in the weight class below. It's one thing I always liked about being a heavyweight. I never had to cut weight. Oh, that was a tough touch, wasn't it? That was always going to be trouble. When you get a touch that just won't settle like that,
Shame.
the problem is when you get a touch that won't settle like that, you tend to be rushing the press.
Yeah, that shirt
try and
seems
stop
very,
it.
very tight.
And an extra couple of kilos there, and it'll be bring it all into line. Gabriela Kribor, USA, 87.5.
Iris loaded. Jump to the opener.
So like we said before, so Paola's she's gone up a weight class, so she's about 2 kilos heavier than when the last time she competed away.
Oh, that'll be interesting. So that brings in a quick.
Same shirt maybe.
Well, that brings in a whole other element, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
2 kilos heavier, possibly
Yep.
the same shirt. It's
Possibly.
going to be harder because she was pressing around
Yep.
that then as well.
Come on, girl.
Now, 2 kilos to a super heavyweight is neither here nor there, but 2 kilos to people of this body weight, your percentage of filling that out is much higher. That was super
Seems
speedy.
to
What
be
was
no,
all that about?
seems to be no problem there at all. We'll just stop talking now.
Oh, there we go.
Absolutely smoked it.
Oh, she's quite happy. She's
Yeah,
surprised herself.
I remember when Oliver Dahlquist moved from juniors into opens, then moved up a weight class. It took him probably a whole maybe a year, maybe 2 years just to find a shirt that was really the
Yeah.
right fit to get it exactly right.
And that's really hard. We've had to find a
Yeah.
new shirt for Ella.
Yeah, it takes time. I mean, you know, and it was a long period. I remember for Oliver, it was a long period. He left juniors as a world champion, multiple world champion. And, you know, basically had to start again from the very beginning, and it took him a long time to get back to the top where he is now.
Not finding the right equipment.
Yeah, you know, I mean, he broke the world bench record at Romania last year, which was fantastic. He'd been after that for a long time.
3 white lights. Yeah, finding the right shirt.
Yeah.
We found this shirt last week from Jackie Reese.
Oh, nice.
So it's hers, God bless her. So thank you for that, Jackie. We've had one session in it, and it seems it's worked for Ella. So now we build.
Well, here is Ella now with 92.5.
A good setup there. One thing with this new lack of, you know, we brought the rule in where you couldn't put your feet on the bench.
Ah, yes.
It's made the setup so much better and quicker for people.
Yes, there's
That's a start.
you know, there's a few people that really affected a lot.
Gets the press right.
Oh, just
not
gets away
quite.
from her there. You know, in this case, as a coach, she's already on the board. I would consider sticking to the plan for the third lift.
Yeah.
Alyssa Saunders, USA. Leading first.
You know, you've got all these athletes coming from all over the world, and it's surprising that. I mean, this is a very full arena, and it's always, you know, like myself, you travel a lot more than I do to places, but you've got to admit the equipped bench
Yep.
audiences are always the biggest and best.
Yeah,
I
they are.
think.
It is a whole different world here. Yeah, I've always said equipped bench is one of the sports that you don't necessarily have to understand everything about it to enjoy it.
It's
Because
exciting,
the
isn't it?
weights are so big.
Yeah.
Even someone who doesn't go to the gym understands that's heavy.
Yeah, and it's exciting. You never know what's going to happen.
So from a spectator perspective, great to watch.
It's brilliant. It's great to have people in the arena, and I think, you know, the advent of live streaming is brilliant. But I do think, especially at local level and sort of national level,
Yeah, nothing
don't
beats a
think-
live crowd.
no, I don't think it's done the sport any good, because you don't have to go to see it anymore. Where before, people got so good at live streaming.
Yeah,
Don't get me
no,
wrong, it's needed.
No, you
but
make a
you
good
get bigger
point. I mean,
crowds.
you know, we're streaming everything now. I mean, yeah, internationals, absolutely. We want everyone around the world to have access to these to be able to see them. But yeah, you make a good point about local events.
You don't need to make the effort anymore. That's a beautiful descent.
I am going to wait for referees on this one. We've got a blue card for the centre referee there,
2% coffee frame, 100 kilos,
and 2 white lights to the sides.
7 bars loaded, 7.5 kilos tongue to the opener.
Prosenko now from Ukraine, and the Ukrainian crowd goes wild.
It feels like you're at a football match.
It has felt like that the last couple of days, particularly
Great, wasn't it?
with Mexico and their horns
Some
and their
flares out
whistles.
Right, Regina,
If they start rioting, we're in trouble.
mix it up and let's go.
Can you imagine a load of flares in there? I don't think you'd see Hanny run as fast as he's ever done if that happened. He'd be out there.
There'd be a few people that would move faster. I've never seen move that quick before.
Press. 3 white lights, a great lift.
Moving through them now. So Yui Koizumi from Japan, 102.5.
Participants, he will go on second place.
What's Ella put on for her third? She's keeping it at 92.5, yeah?
She's here for the vibes, she tells
Well,
me.
look, you know, I mean, every athlete is here for a different reason.
Here
and,
purely
you know,
for the vibes this year.
Yeah,
and
look, you're right. And talking to her earlier, she's here to really enjoy the moment,
yeah,
enjoy the experience.
I think that's the difference, you know. Good grounding, we know it'll come back.
Yeah, of
and
course it
it'll
will.
come back really well.
No, I always tell people that powerlifting is not linear. You're not going to go to every single comp and improve every single time. Oh, great lift there. See what the referees think of that. 2-1. Still got that yellow,
Red
that
for the
red
middle.
card for elbows there.
Chief referee.
Yeah, you're not going to go to every single comp and add to your total every time. You're going to have some comps where you add total, sometimes you get total less. It's not completely linear as a sport. You've got to live for the day, live for the mood.
Boris loaded.
She also thought there was a possibility of becoming a real power lifter this week by bombing out.
Well, I've always said you are not a real equipped bencher if you haven't bombed.
Well, she's not made it yet then.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, Ella. As good as you do it, you're not a real equipped bencher yet.
There you go. Joke's on you.
Got a great touch there. Handled that really well.
Beautiful.
Good.
Three
Really
white
out with
lights.
a great lift.
Yeah, everyone's got to have that. I mean, I managed to bomb out Raw once. That's an achievement. Don't ask.
I'm not even going to go. I'm not even going to go there. That's a conversation for later.
Oh,
Boris loaded.
forgot how to bench completely Raw.
Chachova, Czechia.
Interesting here for this weight class. So Japan have put in 130 for their third attempt. Now, that's going to be a placeholder really, so they can see where the Czech's going to go.
Yeah, they want the opportunity to be able to lift last if they can.
So in bench powerlifting, you get to put your attempts in. You can change your first attempt. 3 white lights and a good lift. You can change your first attempt up to 3 minutes before your round begins. Your second attempt, you can't change at all. But then you get down to the third round, you get 2 changes.
It becomes very tactical. And it's not uncommon to see him put in a placeholder, try and get to lift last. You've got to be careful though. You can end up forcing yourself to lift more than you can handle. Alina Vikahoisian from Ukraine, 122.5.
Yeah, so when you get down to it and you put your placeholder in possibly, you know you can change it twice. But then there's also an order in which people need to lift in as well. So this is where the coaches really do earn I'd say earn their money, but most of them don't get
Yeah,
paid.
most of us all volunteer anyway. But yeah, certainly you've seen in the past, lifters get themselves into the position where they put in a placeholder and end up having
Great
to lift
press.
more than they can actually handle. 3 whites. Nastia Paszko, 125 from Poland.
Boris loaded. Anastasia Paszko.
Piszek tą łapkę. Klatkę wyciągnij. Lecisz sztywno.
Good setup and let's go.
Więcej mocno.
Second attempt at this 125. Didn't get the first, but let's see where we go.
Dawaj, 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 dawaj.
A nice touch.
Look at the difference between the first one and this one.
3 white lights.
You got a really nice touch, super speed off the chest. Never in doubt. That is the epitome of equipped lifting, isn't it?
Boris loaded.
And we come with Katie to put an attempt to hopefully get her into second position.
Let's go, Katie.
Should be nice. So
Personal best is 7.5.
currently ranked number 3. This will push her up into the silver medal position for a moment or two.
Katie's in a really good position here. She's body weight wise, she's the second lightest behind Paula of Austria.
Not to be confused with Australia,
No,
with all the deadly animals.
well, yesterday we had out Sweden as Swindon.
Swindon? Nope.
Yeah, sadly. She knew right from the beginning.
James is emceeing in inventing new countries.
I mean, Swindon is a town.
According to you, yes, that was a country.
Well,
Germany.
Leonie Koller from Germany, 135. And if she puts this on the board, I think she locks away the gold medal. I don't think anyone on that board in the 84s can probably peg that down at 135.
Personal best is 5 for Leonie. Auf geht's.
Oh, where do we go there? See what the referees have to say there. Yeah, a bit of a downward movement, sadly, from the centre. They picked that up.
The jury will have a bit of a look as well.
Bar is loaded.
Centre referee's in the best position to see that.
And you're right, that puts
Well-
her in first place. Nominated lower than Paula of Austria, but the beauty of equipped bench press is you don't have to be the strongest to win.
That's right.
You just have to be the most expedient.
And the jury has overruled the previous lift. So Elise Kukamagi from Estonia, 135.
Good lift from Kukamagi, Estonia. Well done.
Fabulous lift in there.
3 white lights.
Pietnikowska, Poland. Bar is loaded for Justina. This is the first classic and now shirt on and 50 kilo.
So
50
Justina Petrakowska from Poland, 137 and a half.
50 kilo jump, open classic. To cement and make sure should at
But
least medal.
this is exactly what you talked about with opportunities with a bigger flight. In a small flight, you couldn't do this because there's no way you could open at 82, get warmed up with a shirt to go 50
Yeah,
kilos more.
18 people in this flight. She'd have been back there. She'd have put the shirts on. She probably would have gone, maybe done at least one lift to like what would be her last warm-up weight. And there you go. Presses it absolute beauty.
And that has worked really, really well. And you can't do that with a small flight. So there are opportunities. There's no, in a small flight, you just would not have the time to get that shirt on, get it warmed up, get a lift in before you get out there.
No, and she's in a great position. They've obviously done that out the back.
Yep.
Of Austria.
There's no one lifting in there at the minute, so the benches were free. Get in there, give it a go.
Desiree Schopp from Austria, 140.
Good setup and let's go, girl. It's yours. Okay.
Looked very nice from where we were sat. 3 white lights,
Yeah.
perfect work.
She's pretty happy with that too.
So here we go then. Paula from Austria, she's coming in now. They put 2.5 on the bar, and I think we can agree. She really did struggle to get a touch on the last one. So just a little bit delayed in the hold while the
Just
technical referee just making sure her wrist wraps
just
are
couldn't
compliant.
really get it still enough. And so the extra couple of kilos just to smooth it out. There's plenty of experience in the coaching box there. That's one of the great things is to have experience in the coaching box. So just, when you come to these competitions, particularly equipped, these guys are experienced. Just put your trust in them. Look at the difference. I don't know if she's going to get it. but-
Left arm out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But the difference there, I would probably consider keeping that the same for the next lift. I think
Don't move anything.
Yeah.
You'll go.
Just keep
That
it
would
all.
have moved a little bit.
Don't touch the shirt. Just don't do anything. Just let it go as it is. Just
Sit
tell her to be a
still.
bit more patient and chase it up.
And just sit still for the next 18 minutes.
Yeah, yeah,
Do not move.
yeah. Let somebody get the stapling gun and make sure that shirt doesn't move. Sarah Rasmussen from Norway, 162 and a half.
Come in, man. It's
Yeah,
your
84 pluses. She is pretty much locked away the gold medal with this one, I think, if she gets it. Poland certainly want to challenge a little bit, but I think that's a stretch.
Beautiful press there.
Really well done.
Here we go into the third and final round.
I just saw a shot of Ella out the back waiting for her turn to lift. Has she stopped smiling throughout this competition?
It would appear.
Actually,
not.
has she stopped smiling since she arrived in Poland?
No,
'Cause
she's had a
every
really
time
good trip.
I've seen her, she's a smile from ear to ear.
He gets, it's like a day off from being shouted at and sworn at by patients.
Well, she's got 92.5 for her third attempt. Didn't quite go to plan for the second, but I think it'll be just fine on this one. She just
Setting
needs
up
to
well.
slow it down, be patient. Nice touch.
That should go. That should go.
And just
No,
couldn't
not
quite
today.
get to lock. Big effort though. And as
Like in reverse.
look,
The last couple of competitions, she's done it the other way around. She's got her last one. So, you know. No,
got-
well done, Ella.
she's got a
Really
lift on the
proud.
board. She had a great competition, great fun, great trip. And as you said, everything will build back. You know, she's dropped weight classes. Everything will build back. It just takes time.
Yeah, and that'll build confidence now.
Yep.
Dad's going to go
Gabriella,
shopping, though, I think.
Can you pick me up a few things while you're there?
Well, I was thinking a 38 back, a 34 chest, and a 36 arms. That's what I'm shopping for, because that'll work a treat.
Gabriella, good more. USA, 95 kilos.
Yeah, it's a start command. Rockets up.
That just motored off the chest, didn't it?
Good lift.
That
I
was
think she's having us on.
fantastic.
Saunders, under 2.5.
Well done.
10 kilo jump and bars loaded.
So, fun fact, we spoke earlier about Japan putting a placeholder of 130 in. Well, Czechia are playing chicken with them because they put 130 in as well. So we'll see who's going to break first, shall we?
It's always fun to watch. Alyssa Saunders,
Bars loaded.
USA. I'm sure Steve was just out for the previous lifter.
Here they come. Just adjusting her wrist wraps.
Yeah, just
Do that in the hole because
nice and calm, no rush.
the only thing you can actually adjust on the platform is your belt.
That's
Anything
right.
else,
Everything else has to be done beforehand.
very short wrist wraps those as well. There we go. We're in. We've got plenty of time.
Yeah, hold my beer. I've got this.
Up, come on, try it.
It's
Not
starting a
quite.
little bit too much today. But she's had a good day. Comes away with a world bronze medal.
Now, bars loaded for Jesu.
Very, very light for an 84 plus lady as well.
Silver medal attempt at time B.
Well, she weighed in at 85.26,
9 kilo class.
which for her weight category is very
Yeah,
light.
that is. Yeah, I remember giving Garrett Bentley a hard time in Sweden a very, very long time ago when his first 120 plus
Alessandra.
competition. He weighed in at like 123 and a half or
They've
something.
made up for that since then.
Like, that is not a heavyweight, man.
Yeah. There's been talk for a long time, hasn't there, about putting another category in for the ladies. And I certainly would advocate for that.
Did she jump the press command then, or did
I'm
she
not
just
quite
time
sure
it
about that, but
perfectly? Well, it's
It's a moot
irrelevant
point
now
at this
anyway.
point anyway, so... No, I think I could advocate
Yeah.
for putting in an extra weight class for ladies, maybe an under 94 kilo class.
Yeah, I mean, you do make a valid point there. I mean, you've got 84 pluses, and you know, if you're 84 to 90 sort of kilos, you're at the bottom end of
Yeah,
that.
and I don't think it helps, especially for junior women. So an 84 kilo girl,
9 kilo class.
I'm struggling to get down to 84. Well, I'm going to be 84 plus, and then I've got to gain a little weight to be more competitive, and then so that there's a big gap.
Beth Whitney, 102.5.
It's yours.
Sadly, there you go. That's a no lift.
Sorry.
Moving
Last lifts
on.
are always tough.
Rosenko, 105 kilos. Also still in the middle attempt. At 69
105 kilos on the bar for Ukraine.
Bar is loaded. Ready now for Rosenko, Ukraine.
Here we go. Her third medal is in the bag. She's already got the bronze medal.
Pasenko, Ukraine, 105.
Now this 105 puts her provisionally in silver place, whilst Japan and Czechia decide as to who's going to play chicken and back out first from their 130 attempt that they've put in. A lovely patient controlled descent there. Just a little bit too much for her on this occasion. But there she goes. Bronze medal.
Not a bad trip out.
Here we go. Japan now quick in with the change down to 115 kilos. This equates, this is the same weight that the Czech has already got for their second place, for their winning currently, but lighter on body weight with Japan. This would then give her provisional gold medal.
115.
And forcing the Czech to lift again.
Yeah, Czechia don't have the body weight advantage. So if this is successful, Chachova has to go 117 and a half. But Yui has had a bit of a mixed bag today. She's got all good lifts.
Oh, that was beautiful.
She's
Let's see what's
borderline
going.
with the referees, and exactly the same as before. Centre referee, elbow depth. Jury will look at it. So far, there haven't been any problems. She's been online.
Juries certainly keep happy with it. I think I noticed someone commenting earlier, it's more the angle from where she's at, from where the centre referee sat, which does make it trickier to actually see.
But Tachova has changed now and dropped to 117 and a half as we expected. But she has to outlift Yui.
Would you have told her? I don't think I'd tell her what she's lifting. Just tell her to go on and lift it.
I have sent athletes out occasionally without actually telling them. And then it's sort of like, surprise.
Yeah, don't tell me, and then you go and look at the board. Oh, that looks heavy. But no, I think this is fine here. It's only a 2.5 kilo.
Yeah, look,
increase.
there's nothing in this. Yeah, she did 115 before without any problems.
Good setup and let's go. You can do this.
Looks good.
Beautiful.
3 white lights for the gold medal.
Amazing work. World
Champion.
champion. Oh, she's happy.
I think the coach might have caught her off guard there.
This is first medal attempt for Julia.
So Julia Obrowska from
Boris Lowy.
Poland, 127 and a half.
Come on, Julia.
That's a 69 kilo class concluded. Just a few more left to go now. This puts Julia into provisional third place.
Dawaj, Julia. All in. Let's go.
17.5 kilo jump. Because why not? You've got to try it. You're only here once.
Come on. Try it.
Just a little lockout work there.
Now lift.
Yeah, almost there.
Katie Tatum, Great Britain.
So Katie Tatum then with 130 as well.
For Katie.
So
Well, this for provisional gold.
yeah, this will put her up. This will put her right at the top on body weight with a few lifts to follow.
Come on, Katie.
Now, unfortunately, it won't guarantee her a medal. But like I always say in powerlifting, one, you don't have to be the strongest. You have to get your lifts on. and you just have to create opportunities. This is creating an opportunity.
And making the others lifters lift. First and second place haven't had their most ideal competition so far, so it's a good chance for Katie.
You put yourself in that position, you do your job, and then you wait. If you can get your lifts on the board and a quick bench, you've got a high probability of taking home a medal.
Nice control there.
It started off well. She gets it to
Started off
lockout,
so well,
though.
but let's see. I'm expecting a little bit of blue, sadly. Well, that's a great
We've got
effort.
2 blues and a yellow,
Otherwise,
3 reds. We've got the rainbow.
Nicole Hosian of Ukraine, on 30 kilos.
That's a shame.
Walks away with the world bronze.
And it's 3 reds, so
I can't be unhappy
unfortunately-
with that. She had quite an injury not long ago as well, so
Oh, yep.
it's her first getting back into lifting after her injury.
Yeah,
So
look,
well
I,
done,
think,
Katie.
I think any result in a world championship is a great result. I mean, of course, you're always going to be disappointed that you didn't, win or do this or do that.
Nobody expects to do
But
the
you're
best.
at the world championships. You might only get one chance in a lifetime to do that. If you're lucky, you get to do it a couple of times or a few times.
Here we go, Ukraine. Again, provisional gold.
Yeah, 130
This.
kilos. Nikosian.
This again, it's a provisional gold on body weight over Leone from Germany, with Austria still to go with her final attempt at 162.5.
Команды! Розтягуйте! Тягнеш, да, потерпи!
Smokes it. 3 white lights.
And provisional gold.
Gives herself a chance.
Well done. She takes the first place at time B.
Yeah, provisional gold, and given the last couple of lifts from Austria, she's in a high probability position to take their gold home.
Cooler. This 84 kilo class is great. Another provisional gold attempt.
Okay.
And for Anila from Ukraine, all she has to do now is sit out the back and cross her fingers.
Okay.
She's done all she can, and let's see.
Luft. Genau da. Ruhig bleiben. Ruhig. 5, 2.
Touch position is good.
Back.
Stalled out though.
Just get that going back.
There it is. I think she's got it there. I don't think
It
that's
looks
a
good
good
to me
lift.
from here.
2 to 1. It is good.
Well, let's see.
Got a blue card.
Well done. Now we have
I think for me, from where I am, that just stalled.
Anastasia Pashko, Poland.
Yeah, I think it looks okay.
Silver medal attempt.
Some shrugging of shoulders from the jury there, happy with it. So that's their own provisional gold.
Nastia Pashko, 135.
This will put her into second position.
Давай, Anastasia. Your part, girl. Let's go.
Oh, a bit of downward movement there, I think. Don't think she's going to get away with that one. I mean, from this angle, certainly. And we've got 2 yellows and a blue.
You know, there's quite a bit of green on that board there. Some good lifts. Be very
This
interesting.
is
There's got to be a
very
geek out
green
there.
board for equipped lifting.
Yeah, there's got to be a geek out there that can tell us percentage of good lifts for weight class and which weight class wins.
Bar is loaded. Decimation.
Somebody out there will know that.
Somebody out there has just heard you, now they're doing a PhD.
Run off to a little corner somewhere with a laptop.
Also personal best between.
Maybe they don't need a laptop. Maybe they know all the results anyway.
Okay, Stacy.
Joe, if you're listening to this, we have an information request.
Come on, girl.
And of course, Joe Whiteley, one of the great commentators, and also the master of data.
Strong now. Come on.
145 for Desiree.
Here we go with that one. Looks good to me from here. Brilliant.
Whites.
So that keeps her in first place with just Estonia to go now. Now Elisa's had to go a 12.5 kilo increase on this
it's
one
a big jump.
to attempt to take first place. She's got second place in the bag. Matters not now.
Yeah, it's a big move.
So here from behind there, you can imagine this is going to jack that shirt, pull the front of that shirt down, which then brings the chest plate further down, which makes it a little bit more difficult to get a touch, but gives you more pop, gives you some more impetus.
Can even give the sleeves a bit of a twist as well. Shift them around a little bit. Get a little bit more out of the triceps. And you can see the touch was a bit tough.
Oh, keep going. Keep going, that right arm.
Well, you know what, that almost worked.
That looked phenomenal. That was such a great save, but I think with 2 yellow lights. Not sure.
You know,
Really
it's a
having a
tough
good
one
look at it.
because from the other angle when we were watching it live, it looked like her butt was way off the bench. But only on one side, obviously, because on that angle, it was not.
No, nothing from the jury. They're happy with that decision.
What needs Austria, 162.5.
Well, it's all or nothing now
Yeah,
for
this
this
is it.
young Austrian.
She hasn't got a lift on the board yet. This one will shoot her up in a gold medal, or she goes home with nothing.
Come on, girl. Okay.
You know, that looks better.
Oh, you know, she's clipped the rack. And
No, sadly.
unfortunately,
You know, it should have just set up a little
Yeah.
bit further down.
what a shame.
That is so unfortunate. She had that. It was just pure
Moved
positioning
well,
on the bench.
and yeah, and you watch as she pops up. Clipping the rack there is okay, but now it's providing support.
So we
it's
go now. This is an
okay to
interesting
touch the
one.
rack.
Poland with a 25 kilo increase to
Trying
try
to
and
go
go
after
for
that
gold.
gold medal.
They've trussed her up like a chicken on this one. They pulled that shirt around. They're
That
giving
is
her the
really jacked.
best chance to have a go at this, and why not? She's got silver medal. Let's have a go.
Half the battle here is actually going to be able to get her hands on the bar in position.
Ooh.
That is tight.
You sure that's a single ply?
I have been in a shirt that tight before. It is so uncomfortable. And until you get that bar in your hands, it is a horrifying feeling.
You know, that's moving well.
It is. She's got a touch almost there. No, unfortunately, it just belted around down the bottom too much there.
Yeah, that's a great effort, though.
That was
She
a
can hardly
huge
breathe,
effort.
bless her.
Great job from the spotter there to lean over and undo the belt. She did a really great job there. That was a huge amount of weight to handle. And it
Maybe a
almost
minute.
paid off.
Finger up, got a bit dizzy. It's a lot of pressure in your head, isn't it?
It is for the first, when your first ever equipped bench press, it can be a frightening experience because it compresses across the chest so much and you can feel that pressure in your head.
It's going to explode.
This is the last lift of this flight, I believe.
No, that whole the pressure that you're under. I mean, I've managed to pop an eye before now, benching. Awful.
I'm thankful that hasn't happened to me.
5 kilos.
And for those of you listening at home that are thinking about a quick bench, it's very rare.
Kom igen nu. It's ready. Kom igen.
Rasmussen from Norway, 167.5.
Det här kan du.
Already has the gold medal in the bag. This is just because we want someone to get to 167.5 on the board today.
That looks good.
Looks
And
fantastic.
press like an opener. Amazing work. 3 for 3.
3 white lights. What a
What a
finish.
great session of lifting.
Victory ceremony shortly. Thank you.
What a fantastic way to finish. We'll have a look at the final results in a moment. In the 69s, Terechova with 117.5, Kazumi with 115, and Fusenko with 100. In the 76s, Shoff with 145, Mikamagi 135, and Pashko with 125. And in the 84s, Koller with 135, Alina with 130, and Tatum with 120. And in the 84 pluses, Rusterson with 167.5 and a great finish there. And Justina with 137.5 and Saunders with 92.5. Don't go too far away from the medal ceremony coming up very shortly. And of course, at 4:30 this afternoon, we'll have the men's juniors and the men's sub-juniors as well.
we start with the medals. .43 kilo class. Weight result 85 kilos. Gold medalist, world champion 2026, Maria Postupailo, Ukraine. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up if you are able for the national anthem of Ukraine. Congratulations. .47 kilo class, fifth result, 87.5 kilos, gold medalist, world champion, Julia Uberg, Ukraine. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up if you are able for national anthem of Ukraine. Congratulations. 82 kilo class, sub-junior ladies. With result 70 kilos, bronze medalist Sofia Kolchak, Ukraine. With the result 77.5 kilos, silver medalist Zuzanna Snoya, Poland. And with the result 80 kilos, gold medalist, world champion 2026, Julia Czuskowska, Poland. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up if you are able for the national anthem of Poland. Congratulations. Take a picture. Big smiles, ladies. Thank you. Then we have 57 kilo class. With the result, 77.5 kilos. Bronze medalist, Kaylee Negas, USA. With the result of 85 kilos, silver medalist, Kira Ostrynska, Ukraine. With the result, 95 kilos, gold medalist, world champion 2026, Jenna Tarvainen of Finland. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up if you are able for the national anthem of Finland. Congratulations, ladies. Thank you. 63 kilo class sub-junior ladies. With the result 62.5 kilos, bronze medalist Maria Koriniak, Poland. With the result of 102.5 kilos, silver medalist Anna Fritska, Ukraine. With the result of 117.5 kilos, gold medalist, world champion 2026, Emma Olsen of Norway. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up if you are able for the national anthem of Norway. of ladies. And we have 69 kilo class sub-juniors. Silver medal today with the result 120 kilos. Essi Narva of Finland. With the result 130 kilos, gold medalist, world champion 2026, Anastasia Olentur. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up if you are able for the national anthem of Ukraine. We need a doctor, we need a doctor. Warm up, doctor. Congratulations. Thank you, ladies. Sub-juniors, 76 kilo category. With the result, 65 kilos, bronze medalist, Alina Stelmark, Ukraine. And with the result, 80 kilos, silver medalist, Misalin Svensson, USA. With the result, 117.5 kilos, gold medalist, world champion 2026, Mariana Belyakova, Estonia. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up for national anthem of Estonia. Congratulations. Thank you, ladies. And then we have, at 84 we have no lifters, so 84 plus category sub-junior ladies. With the result 120 kilos, silver medalist Anastasia Onosko, Ukraine. With the result 137.5 kilos, gold medalist, world champion 2026, Kirke Pri, Estonia. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up. national anthem of Estonia. Congratulations. Nicely. Then we have the best sub-junior lifters. On third place, we have Maria Postupailo, Ukraine. Second place, Emma Olsen, Norway. And the best lifter champ of the champions, Anastasia Olenter, Ukraine. Now we have the best. We have the best teams. On third place, Team Estonia. On second place, Team Poland with 3 athletes. Kosta, Snoye, Korniak. Okay, they are all here, great. And the best team is Team Ukraine with 5 athletes. Fritska Onosko. Fritska Onosko, Ylpeer, Postupailo, Olenter, 5 athletes. If you hear your name, then you can go. we start. Here they come. Juniors. First elected participation medals by our IPF President Sigurjón Peterson and the President of Polish Powerlifting Federation, Pavel Filipov. Participation medal is a nice memory, and also thank you for coming here. Bench press Egypt World Championships Warsaw, Poland 2026. We started junior ladies 43 kilo category. Gold medalist, world champion 2026, Alina Rushchinska, Ukraine. And ladies and gentlemen, please stand up for national anthem of Ukraine. Congratulations. 47 kilo class junior ladies. Gold medalist, world champion 2026. Oksana Gerasimenko, Ukraine. Result 52.5 kilos. And ladies and gentlemen, please stand up if you are able for the national anthem of Ukraine. Congratulations. 52 kilo class junior ladies. With the result 102.5 kilos. Bronze medalist Miroslava Koselik, Ukraine. With the result 102.5 kilos on body weight, silver medalist Yevgenia Hevko, Ukraine. With the result of 107.5 kilos, gold medalist, world champion 2026, Yurina Yonoki, Japan. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up if you are able for the national anthem of Japan. Congratulations. Thank you, ladies. 57 kilo class junior ladies with result 90 kilos, bronze medalist Sofia Tur, Ukraine. With the result 110 kilos, silver medalist Amelia Deutsch, Poland. And with the result 110 kilos on body weight, gold medalist, world champion 2026, Martina Janacek, Poland. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up if you are able for the national anthem of Poland. Congratulations. Junior ladies 63 kilo class with result 115 kilos. Bronze medalist Victoria Dankowska, Poland. With the result 150 kilos on body weight, silver medalist Victoria Vely Kopolska, Ukraine. With the result of 140 kilos, gold medalist, world champion 2026, Erika Palosaari, Finland. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up if you are able for the national anthem of Finland. Congratulations. Thank you, ladies. 69 kilo junior ladies. With 100 kilos result, bronze medalist Relina Fursenko, Ukraine. With the result 150 kilos, silver medalist Yui Koizumi, Japan. With the result 117.5 kilos, gold medalist, world champion 2026, Barbora Tokova, Czechia. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up if you are able for national anthem of Czechia. Congratulations. Thank you, ladies. And we have 76 kilo class junior ladies. With the result, 125 kilos, bronze medalist, Anastasia Pashko, Poland. With the result of 135 kilos, silver medalist, Elise Mikomaki, Estonia. With the result of 145 kilos, gold medalist, world champion 2026, Desiree Schöff, Austria. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up for the national anthem of Austria. Congratulations. Then we have 84 kilo class junior ladies. With the result, 120 kilos, bronze medalist, Katie Tatum, Great Britain. With the result, 130 kilos, silver medalist, Alina Nikohosian, Ukraine. With the result of 135 kilos, gold medalist, world champion 2026, Leonie Curler, Germany. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up for the national anthem of Germany. Congratulations. Thank you, ladies. And we have 84 plus junior ladies. With the result, 92.5 kilos, bronze medalist, Alyssa Saunders, USA. With the result of 137.5 kilos, silver medalist, Justyna Pietrykowska, Poland. And with the result, 167.5 kilos, gold medalist, world champion 2026, Sarah Rosasen, Norway. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up if you're able for the national anthem of Norway. Congratulations. Thank you, ladies. And we have the best lifter trophies. On third place, we have Desiree Schöpp, Austria. On second place, Sarah Rosasen, Norway. And the best lifter, champ of the champions, Erika Palosaari of Finland. Thank you, ladies. We have the best teams. On third place with 4 athletes, we have USA, United States of America, Saunders, Rubo, Whitney, Kano. Team medal, go on girls. On second place, we have Team Poland with Janacek, Deutz, Pietrykowska, Paszko, Jankowska. Janacek, Deutz, Pietrykowska, Paszko, Jankowska. best team with 5 athletes is Team Ukraine. Herasimenko, Rodzinska, Hievko, Veliko Polska, Niko Hosian.